My New Year resolution was to run at least 10 miles a month. For some of you, that might be more of a weekly goal, but for me, a non-runner, 10 miles is a milestone. When I first started, I had the wrong sneakers, I was running too fast and kept tiring out, and I was picking the wrong routes. But I found it helpful to track my progress and make small adjustments along the way, like swapping out my shoes and finding smoother roads. Even though that 10 miles has been easier to achieve recently, I still track my progress by using wearable technology, keeping a journal, and recording observations. From there, I reflect and make changes as needed. If this routine sounds familiar, it's probably because it echoes a foundational teaching practice. More than likely, you track and monitor your students' progress daily, weekly, and monthly in a variety of ways. You administer assessments, record observations, confer with your students, and reflect to make adjustments as needed. Remembering a road with some uneven pavement allows me to plan for an alternate route, the same way you avoid instructional obstacles by carefully attending to your students' understanding. While I have no doubt that this mirrors your classroom day to day or week to week, you may not know that there is a term for this best practice: formative assessment. Formative assessment, sometimes referred to as assessment for learning, is the method to that teaching magic. It's the careful monitoring of student learning through a variety of tools and strategies that guides and informs the instruction. I like to think of formative assessment as my roadmap for the year, and my map growth assessments as my checkpoints. It's not the only source of data I rely on. In fact, it's given at strategic moments in the year to help me make sure that what I'm doing is working and that my students are growing. In between those assessments are all my other formative assessment stepping stones: my weekly class quizzes, my peer-to-peer feedback cycles, my unit exams and midterms, and my exit tickets. All of these are used to inform my planning in between those map growth assessments, but also certify that I too am on the right track. While they might be given more frequently than map growth, they work with map growth to help me reflect and respond. Added bonus, while your class-level formative assessments provide insight at the ground level, map growth provides context for how your students are doing compared to similar students nationwide. That helps me understand if my students are on track compared to kids just like them.